goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Alabama's offense will get the first crack at it here. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you'd build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on 3rd down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Oh, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame he can really utilize.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Quick strike complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long.
What a catch and what a throw along the sideline. Just zings it in there. A little Barishnikov for the toe tap.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quarterback adapting. Escapes trouble. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the Missouri Tigers offense will have its first possession of the game. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, it's so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys...
Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Fires to the big fella. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He unleashes a long one. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Alabama! And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Maryland proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Terps team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. They'll run play action, moving away from pressure. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The inside handoff. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's DeMarco. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. He's gonna pass. On the run, still looking. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Gets it out quickly.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
He's got his man. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. Close to the end zone, and the ball's out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
There he goes to the right. Past the 50. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, Missouri! And once he got loose, it was all over.
My goodness, you're backed up just trying to give yourself some space on offense. Forget that. I'm taking this thing 98 yards to the house. You know what's nice? To almost break the 100-yard rushing mark in one play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A 1st down for the offense. Used the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few 1st downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give to the back. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Pressure coming. Still looking, on the move. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike pay dirt. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll give it to him again. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Looking to pass. It's DeMarco. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And this will be caught at the 30. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tide! And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. He's bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the window...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Trying to pick up 7 here on second down from the 20. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. On the run, it's Lincoln. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Corrals it at the 45. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the...
Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. And the defense couldn't corral him, and they took it all the way. Touchdown, Bama! And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Got room at the 35. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Off play action. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
MIZZOU has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more, whether it's...
Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. Got room on the return, and they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. After the misfire now on second down. They'll run it from the gun. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. He's now up to 83 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. A shot toward the end zone. Ball in the air, intercepted! And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Defense looks like they're coming. Give to the back. Finds room at the 10. He's loose. The 40. Running inside the 20. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Hit the jets. Look at that burst to show that long speed.
Needed just a little bit more, though. Do you think he's going to stay in there and try to finish off this drive?
Probably not. Or if I'm a play caller, I'm giving the ball to somebody else right now because he's gassed.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes that Alabama offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
To throw, it's DeMarco. He looks that one in nicely. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Coming after it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great 1st half, giving up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
It's complete to the right. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin them deep. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Offense set on 1st down. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
2nd down coming up.
He's back to throw on second down. The short hands, it's Ellis. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Ready to start the second half, Alabama will kick it off.
35, Missouri, 21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Red pass, it's complete. Smashes through. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Line getting set on second down. Gets it out fast. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback, and they're able to come away with a pick.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Give him 96 yards on the ground in this one, and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the tight end. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down, they'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's DeMarco. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. From the gun, give on the inside. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Iowa steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Iowa City a ton of confidence. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. A strike downfield. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. This time it's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Tigers are marching down the field. Here comes the speed on the jet sweep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver coming across in motion. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now, because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Tide! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Makes the grab. Off he goes. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Missouri!
And really nice nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. Going for the big play. Snags it down the right side. Touchdown, Bama! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score Alabama 56, Missouri.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? The ball pops out on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the pummeling has started. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Alabama 63, Missouri 35.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And your Missouri Tigers will take over.
This drive will open from the 15. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Reese. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dialing up a second down pass play. Using the quick game. Oh, the ball squirts out. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. So Missouri will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Got it in the middle. It's Abraham. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Looking for the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
But how about that? This team is way up in this game, and they're still taking shots in the fourth quarter. There is no let-up.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Fires on the move. Intercepted. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. They'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Reese. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Reese. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they'll knock him down. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads, you could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
The Tigers are flying down the field. Trying to find his man on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Looking to throw. Now adjusting. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight, get powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
To the air, it's McFadden. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. They're bringing heat. Got the big paws on him, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. MIZZOU has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
It's complete on the right side. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Reese.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll pull it down and run. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. MIZZOU trying to cash in on a red zone trip. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Tigers!
nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt. Chuck it and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's looking deep. Makes a catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Tide with the 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Now improvising. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up 4th down.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. One more play to pad the stats. They'll throw it on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts